to the Contest of Speed Season 3 Tier 1 race here at the Monaco Grand Prix. And yeah, you can see it is heavy rain, bucking it down once again. Very tricky conditions. I'm your commentator for today, Racer, also known to the community as Lewis. That's my real name. And today we've got commentators from all over the spectrums and the tiers. We've got MP Motorsport. Vish is back in as well, and also I believe we've got Callie, who's the last minute just joined in, recovering obviously from hospital. So hopefully he's back 100%, getting back into things with the commentary. So yeah, if Callie, I know he's just joining. I think he's just joined the party in that chat now. But thanks guys for coming along, and yeah, start with you, Phil, MP. What do you think how today's going to pan out?
Well, to be honest, I think so far from looking at the time trials, like times wise, who looked quite quick was actually Dougie in the wet. He looked very promising in the wet, so he's a definite tip for top 3. But as we found out so far, obviously with tier 2 and 3 so far, it's so easy to get wing damage in pack here, and even just clip a wall and you're out the race. So it's going to be quite a hard one for these guys, especially if it's, I'm not entirely sure of the weather for the race, but especially if it's going to be wet for the race as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Did we do the weather for the race?
I believe it's going to be wet for the race. I haven't heard otherwise. I mean, if anyone in the message chat can inform us, then yeah, by all means, just let us know. The thing, obviously, one of the big things with this is it's very tricky to overtake, as you had yesterday, MP. You had tricky conditions. Oh, we were on board with you when you had the chaos of West Boy. Was it West Boy? No, Juventus. Sorry, Juventus, not West Boy. Yeah, and it's so tricky, let alone in the dry. But in the wet conditions, if someone's struggling ahead of you, you just have no time to react and no room to move out of the way. These conditions are always very tricky, because in the wet the conditions always change. The track can get drier or can get slippier, and normally you can push a little bit faster when you think you've got more grip. But around here, whilst in the past in other tracks you can get away with going a bit quicker and maybe making a mistake, you really can't round here. And we had lots of people with wing penalties in the end, and seconds penalties as well. So expect that to be the same in Tier 1 today. There's a lot of quick drivers, big egos. They want to try and impress, especially at Monaco. So Vish, welcome anyway to the commentary. I'll give you your line. What do you think? Who do you think's your favourite for today's race?
Well, it's obviously got to be Altakir. He's just been so consistent throughout the actual season itself. And obviously our last season's championship winner. I think he's the one to watch so far. Obviously, they are very, very quick drivers, but it's just making sure that you get that lap in, and making sure that you're consistent with it as well. Really, because any kind of mistake, I can see a few cars sliding around, leading into the tunnel with tricky conditions. The tiniest mistake can happen and can cost you quite a bit of time as well, especially in the rain, like I said.
Yeah, so, I'm just on board with Altakir now. He's done a 125.1. Meanwhile, Dougie has put it out of the park, 122.8. He wasn't so confident about Monaco in the dry when he spoke to me earlier this week, at the end of last week even. Officer Juan just got a wing damage I saw ahead, and he's terribly back. Yeah, I think he got it on his second fastest lap. But yeah, I'm on board with Altakir now as he comes towards the line. Yep. 122 dead. Wow. Yeah. And then Race Boy just behind him.
Traffic as well.
Yeah.
Leading into the final 2 turns. So
now, is Callie in the building? Is
hey
he
guys, how you doing?
Yay! Woo.
Yay.
Yes. Hey, Callie.
It's nice to join you guys here in Monaco. Always an exciting race, very tight, very, very limited zones for passing here. I'm down in the paddock right now, walking through the pit lane. It is wet. Guys are running around here. They've got umbrellas. They've got rain jackets on. I don't know if it's going to dry out for the race or not, but I can tell you down here right now the conditions are very wet, and I see them on wet tires for quite a while. Seeing those 122s come up in the top 5, that's something special here in these wet conditions. Thanks for having me, guys. I know I was a late joiner, but thanks for accommodating. I do appreciate it. I'm feeling much better. Thank you guys very much for your well wishes. And at the nudging of my partner Vish here, I'm going to slowly try to get back into the seat here with you guys. So enjoy the race today. I'm going to sit here quietly and add in where I can, but otherwise, good show. You guys are right on it.
Yeah, can I just say it's great to have you back, Callie. The you bring that extra element to the commentary box. It's good to have you back.
To it. Yeah, I love it.
I was hoping you guys would ask me what my prediction was for the top 5, because I have absolutely no freaking clue, to be honest with you.
Yeah, well, I didn't want to trick. I don't want to, I want to get you slowly back into things. Didn't want to give you too hard questions, but it's great. Yeah, great to have you.
But anyway.
Yeah, it's great to have you back, Callie. And obviously, this is unprecedented. We got 4 of us in today, so I think. With this crazy track, we're gonna have crazy.
Just about in there, I've got the weather report for you guys.
Brilliant.
So the weather report is going from wet to dry in quali. So I mean, those times are most likely going to be irrelevant for quali that's out there at the moment, and then we're going to have heavy rain for the whole race. But this is a good indication so far for what pace is going to be like for the actual race. The times have been set in the full weather.
Yeah.
Really.
I mean, right now, looking at the track, I'd say it's inters already. Judging from just yesterday's race, how quickly the track dried, and how quickly the inter was the right tyre to be on. Really, arguably yesterday's race, I wonder how, because what lap was it when the guys changed onto inters? It was very early on, wasn't it? So you could have almost bet.
I think it was around about laps.
It was within the first, it was within the first 10 laps. Arguably,
about 15.
Arguably, you could have tried being on the inter at the beginning of the race, but obviously you don't know. You just don't know how long it's going to take to dry up, so that would always been risky. And obviously with Monaco,
it was a bit too wet for that. Really, that was the thing. The first 5 laps.
You would have lost. Wet. To be honest, you probably would have lost more than a pit stop.
Pretty much
anyway.
Exactly. Yeah, 100%.
But Sorry.
Oh, Jamie 1S is just on the 120.9.
That's on the inter. That's on the inter.
On the inter as well. Yeah, just seen that come in. Just wanted to ask, the time of qualifying, it's night time, right? I'm just confirming.
Yeah.
Or what time? Yeah. Is it normal for Monaco qualifying to be at night, or is it just...
No.
It's just an additional thing for us.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because
it's just an additional thing, just to spice things up a little bit, and
okay. And how does that affect tyre management? Well, is it heating of the tyres depending on the time of day? Do you guys know? Are you aware of that, or?
That's a good question. It's a good point.
Negligible, or?
I didn't notice any issues.
I think where it's been wet for pretty much all the races, I don't think it's been hard to be able to tell, because you can make the one stop when it's fully dry race. You can make the one stop work without even using the super soft. So it would have, that was the only way to tell if at least one of the races is dry, but all of them have gone wet at the start. Well, both of them have gone being either wet at the start or wet at the end. So we haven't actually been able to see truly whether the tyre wear is quite big or not really.
The key thing here is whoever starts their flying lap last really is going to be within a shout of pole.
Yeah,
it's really
annoying the way of a drying track.
Basically, the last
I just
guy
got
out.
my umbrella out. It sucks.
Well, don't worry. The rain's gonna stop shortly, and then it's gonna come back again. So there will be a brief window for you, Callie, to take your jacket off and the umbrella down, but have it ready.
Just look for me down there in the pit lane. I've got the Darth Vader umbrella with the red glowing pole on the inside. Just look for me. I'm down there.
Okay, I will have a look. I will have a look shortly. We're just on board. Well, we're on board watching Al Takir do his first lap on the inters. Let's get some telemetry up now then. So
I think he already done his time on the inters actually. I think the top first to sixth, sorry. all actually did their times on the inters, apart from Altakir.
I'm pretty sure I saw him on the wet. He was. I saw the same thing. It said Inter when he was on the pits, but I think that changes when you make that tyre allocation while you're in the pits. I'm pretty sure he did his time in the wet. As he comes down the line, this is going to be a quick one. 1:19.4. So yes, 6/10 clear of Raikkonen. Brilliant lap, and Raikkonen is quick. He's the fastest guy in time trial in the dry. Out of my friends list. Yeah, he's on the second lap, isn't he? But
yeah,
I don't think he's going to improve on that. Where is meanwhile?
Yeah, he's a 10th up on his time at the moment. So,
Dougie.
But he did have a little bit of traffic in that as he just went up through the casino corner, and he's just coming out the final corner up to going through the tunnel. And he's got a tiny little bit of traffic in front of him. So we can stay on board with him. But yeah, I think he's slightly up at the moment, so I'm not sure if he's going to improve.
I'll join him shortly. He's further. I'm just finishing the last bit of Dougie. He's doing his first lap on the Inter, coming down the main straight now. See what's lap time. We've got a sector 2, 1:19.6. Dougie gets himself into P2 provisionally right now. As we go back onto Jamie 1S, who's into the swimming pool section. As Race Boy.
Raikkonen actually bailed out of his lap in the end. He was a 10th up still on his lap.
Yeah, I wonder if he had an instant, because there's a load of yellows, but I think that's probably because of people being slow. As Jamie 1S now comes along, and that's a slow lap, so he does not improve. 5 minutes to go. It's not going to be dry. Yeah, but I think he didn't get any wing damage, weirdly.
No, lucky enough. Yeah, lucky. That was quite lucky for him, really.
So if we go into the pits then, let's see if we can find our fellow commentator Callie.
Hey guys, I'm sitting over here on one of these mega yachts. I'm thinking that that we're gonna probably start to see the rain cut back here. The ladies are obviously changing into the swim gear, getting ready to head into the hot tub. I'll check back with you guys in a little bit.
Okay.
Oh, good shit.
Yeah, we'll let us know if you do find any girls on the boats when the weather gets better. But looking at it, I thought the weather was going to improve. I don't think it's going to be dry before the end of this session. However,
come on, man! I just put my swimming suit on.
I know. I'm sorry, man. I was expecting it to get dry, but it's still raining. It's still raining at the moment, and I mean, I'm on board with Tezza Muzza, who's buying the boats. I think I just saw you with your Darth Vader. You still got the hat on, haven't you? Headset on.
Stop looking, I'm trying to change now. Back into my rain gear. Jeez. Killing me.
Yeah, sorry. Well, we've gone past anyway now, so you can carry on. But Tezza Muzza, he's at the back of the field at the moment. And again, another slow lap this time around. 1:24 was the last one. This one was really slow, so this is not going to be an improvement whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean, just on board with Jamie 1S now.
Yeah.
He's actually a little bit up on his time at the moment.
Yep, 600.
And he's 600s up at the moment. So he's about 4/10 off out of here at the moment. So see if he can actually bring that back in the second and third sectors and get a bit closer.
I think has he got damage?
As per normal, Altakir is setting the benchmark at the moment.
He's low on fuel, and he's got a red. It's cleared now, so obviously whatever the issue was, that is now gone. However, he does say it's low on fuel, so
it has actually stopped raining in front of that.
Yeah, it's just stopped. It's not going to be quite. It's not going to be quite. Surely not quite dry though.
I mean, to be totally fair, if you were someone who was outside the top 10.
Oh, Jamie 1S is pitted, and he is running that very fine. Race Boy's gone on hypersofts, so Race Boy's, and now this could go wrong because the problem is if the Inter's still the correct tyre, then these guys on the Inters are going to improve. However, 1:19, you would say that is getting very close to the borderline of a dry tyre. Dougie's onto hypers, so they're all taking the gamble. Quite a few people, in fact, are taking the gamble in the pits. Altakir is still on the Inter at the moment. A lot of people on the pits are running it very late. A lot of people are going to be coming out, and it's going to be terrible for traffic. So one of the Red Bulls is out. So that must be Raikkonen.
their race engineer is going to be telling them, you know, what is the quicker tyre at the time, whether it's going to be the slicks or how quickly the track is improving to go to slicks.
Yeah. Well,
and I mean, Raceboy just pulled out the pits and he just lost a little bit of his front wing already.
oh,
He just clipped the walls and came out of the pits.
so that's his. And here's the thing. I wonder. There's only a few people that have stayed out on inters, and I mean the track surely can't dry that quickly. It's literally been a minute. But there's a few guys still on inters. Jay Ghosts, Perez, and Smato. So I'm on board with Perez. He's on his outlap at the moment. He's going to be the first guy who finishes his final quali lap. So I'm going to be on board with him.
There's a flood of cars.
Yeah,
Flood of cars coming out of the
they're all
pits.
together, and it's going to be an absolute nightmare to get a clean lap.
Ooh.
Perez is going to cut his spine. Oh, Smarto's retired. So Smarto on the Inter, he's not going to improve. But I'm like I said, I'm with Perez, and I'm going to see. It's going to be see how quick he is on the Inter, and then we'll follow the next guys along and see how quick they go on the Hypersoft. What a terrible camera angle.
Raceboy's the first person on the slicks, even with a damaged front wing. I'm pretty sure he's. No, I think he's going to be slower than his time at the moment.
It's just not quite warm enough. It's not quite dry enough. Like when we watch the.
Well, I think with losing that front wing, I think it's just probably killed his lap. I mean, Jamie 1S is on a time at the moment.
I mean, the guys are looking pretty quick out there on the actual Hypersoft itself.
Oh,
I mean,
Jay
they
Ghost
seem
is
to be,
retired.
like, chucking the car around, so
Maybe.
I think
maybe
the Hypersoft are the right tyre right now.
they might. Yeah.
That's,
I've got Teza Musa into the wall hard with his front wheels bouncing off the nose of the
Yeah,
car
wow.
right here in front of my boat. I mean, we were trying to pop a bottle of champagne, and I thought the bottle popped, but it was Tezo hitting the wall.
Yeah. Well, Perez is not going to. Perez currently doing a 121. He's not really going to. He's going to slightly improve on that, but he's 7/10. So obviously, yes, I think the hypers are going to be correct.
Ooh.
Altakir. Oh, apparently they didn't make it. A lot of people didn't make the laps. Apparently. Now either that's a glitch, but Altakir, Dougie, they didn't get round. There's a lot of guys apparently that didn't make it. Race Boy's coming now down the line.
Yeah, he's gonna
Surely
smash that
he's going to do it. He's going to
Well, I think he's
improve
gonna
massively. So the guys
Yeah, he
they missed out.
invalidated. He invalidated though.
He was looking quick though.
Oh no!
Yeah, he was
Unreal.
invalidated as
And
well.
Raukkonen has also messed it up as well. What is he doing? Raikkonen, he thinks he can go out.
Javi's 8 seconds up on his time at the moment.
Yeah,
He can take pole. He's done
Raikkonen just moved up into pole, deliberately slowing when he got to 6th. Wow, right, but Raikkonen could have
Yeah,
got
Javi-
pole. Raikkonen could have got pole
Javi
if
took
he.
pole in the end.
Yeah, but a lot of those guys in the end, trying to get track position, just lost out and missed the cut. Thankfully, they didn't lose too many positions. Altakir and but Raikkonen could have got pole, but he slowed right down. But Javi gets the pole by what will probably be a record 9.4 seconds, as he was the only one who managed to cross the line on the Hypersoft, because everyone else just ran out of time and didn't get across.
time there.
Yeah, I mean, Raceboy had his front nose cone was already damaged.
And his
If he
5 position
if he just
penalty as
didn't
well.
push so hard. Yeah, I mean, if he just didn't push so hard in his lap time, you know, just backed it down a little bit, he still would have got, you know, second with his even with the damaged wing. He just pushed so hard, and then he just jumped through the swimming pool section and invalidated his lap.
Unreal. Yeah.
He's got a 5 place penalty at the moment, so he's going to be starting 9th.
Yeah, so that's going to be an interesting one. So to rate predictions, guys, who we think's going to finish? Well, who do we think's going to get the win first, and who's our second and third places, just to make it even trickier.
I think Altakir's got this one, to be honest. Either him or Dougie's going to be, they're definitely going to be in the top 3. And I think, to be honest, with Javi putting himself on pole, he's actually got a really good chance to get himself in the top 3 places tonight. So I think that would be my top 3 predictions for today.
Yeah, quali is still super. I mean, it's going to be a wet race, So that is the only bit. Yeah, so obviously the Hypersofts that they have used, or the one guy used the Hypersoft, that is, you know, doesn't matter, you won't be using that for the race, as we have a little Red Bull jumping in the air. But yeah, it's a Mercedes 1-2. That sounds, that doesn't sound familiar at all, does it? So Javi on pole position, Altakir on P2, Dougie P3, Raceboy P4. Then on row 3 we've got Jamie 1S and Raikkonen. And then Lego Minecraft down in P7. Not the best of qualifying sessions for him. Jay Ghosts on P8. Then on the 5th row, Perez, who took the gamble on the Inter, didn't work for him. Officer Juan in 10th. Fruitful Coot 11th. Ferreira Rocher in 12th. For Team Ferrero Rocher, and Thomas lingering in P13, not the best of qualies for him as well, but with this wet Monaco race, you never know what will happen. Smarto and Teza Muzza in P14 and P15. So at the moment these conditions are for the intermediates, so it's not like it was in yesterday's race. It is wet, but not absolutely chucking it down, as we say. And so far, no sort of sneaky tactics where guys trying to keep a gap to the guys the leaders, like we did get in tier 2. Everyone's sticking together, but I think Javi's got a good chance of this. So sorry, Phil, did you say it's going to be wet all race?
Yeah. So the what I got given, it said wet to dry for the quali and heavy rain in the race.
Heavy rain, right?
I mean, obviously from the looks of it so far, it just looks like light rain, because obviously they're all on inters at the moment. So it's just going to be, see how it goes, really. Yeah.
So guys, if you're just turning in, this is Contest of Speeds Tier 1, the Premier Division. This is the Monaco Grand Prix, and this is the wet Monaco Grand Prix. We've got myself, Lewis, with MP, Vish and Callie making his return as we wait for the 5 lights. This is not the best of camera angles, so I managed to get it. Where we go, 3, 4, 5 lights. Waiting for them to get going and away for the Monaco Grand Prix. A great start by Dougie, but he's held from behind. He made contact. Dougie and Javi made contact, but Javi holds on, but he gets a 5-second stop go for all that, and I think he's allowed Altakir through as well because of that. And now we got Raikkonen coming through as well, having a look at Raikkonen looking at Dougie, but Dougie trying to be aggressive, make the most of it, and it fails, and Altakir takes an early lead, and this is a brilliant start for the Spaniard.
Yeah, I mean the biggest gainers from that there was Lego Minecraft made up 2 places, and the biggest losses were Raceboy. He lost 4 places at the start, but that might be down to his penalty where he qualified 5th and then was 9th, so he's actually gained 1 place in the road at the moment. It seems fairly stationary apart from the top 5 really, that's moved up a little bit and a couple moved down really.
Oh, there's just been a change. Perez is retired. I saw him lose places. I don't know what's happened to Perez. We won't see it, but it's somewhere in the bus stop. Sorry about that, Vish. Carry on.
No, I was just saying that when Javi got the 5-second stop and go, I think it might be rescinded, that penalty, just because he got shunted off by Dougie. Obviously Dougie was trying to go for a audacious move down the inside into turn 1, didn't pay off, but Javi's got a bit of wing damage. The only problem is now is Altakir just getting out way ahead of him. Dougie would have picked up a slight bit of damage just trying to overtake him, been a bit too aggressive as well, so we'll see what the stewards have to say about that, but I think they may let that slide because it was not intentional corner cut there whatsoever.
Definitely. I don't know if it was a move Dougie was trying to make, because it did look like it was just around the breaking point. Maybe it was a case of Javi catching Dougie out. Oh, they make contact. And it's Lego spun. Lego half spun. There's all sorts of wing damage, and it was when Dougie was on the back of Raikkonen.
Raceboy's up the inside of Lego. Oh, they just collided together.
Yeah, this is all going.
Raceboy's just got ahead. Raceboy's and Lego Minecraft's going back down the outside. See if he can make it.
Oh, brilliant move.
He's done it. He's done it.
I mean, he
Wow.
was off the track, but he didn't get any. Well, from the broadcast, he was, he was off the track, but he didn't get a penalty. So,
I mean,
yeah.
I think that in that situation, going through the chicane there, that was probably the only way them two were going to make it side by side. Where, him just being nearly, he was, his outside tyres were just on the line. So that's probably how he got away with that incident there. But it was a brilliant move around the outside there. It's not really a done move there. It's always down the inside normally.
Yep, Dougie is really trying to find a play. Oh, and he made contact again, but he gets the move done. Dougie takes P2, but Javi's trying to fight back, and also Raikkonen's right there as well. And Raikkonen's having to move down the inside.
Raikkonen goes down the inside.
Oh, but they're going to be side by side. Surely it's not going to work into this Grand Hotel. Hairpin or Lowe's hairpin. Oh no, it's the most clumsiest of corners. As Jamie 1S. Yeah, Jamie 1S. Has he got back past, or is that now Minecraft catching Jamie 1S?
That is a stupid corner, to be honest with you.
And Race Boys right behind Minecraft as well. Down the straight they go. But Minecraft does get a penalty this time. So he's running the same sort of line as he did in the previous lap. This time, and he hit the barrier as well. I think a lot of these guys have got wing damage from that hotel, from the Lowe's hairpin. And this is the thing with, it's just Dougie was trying to he went too close, tapped the back of Javi, and it forced Javi into the barrier, and it was just a chain reaction, which is so easy. It happens around this track, particularly in the wet.
Smarto and Tesla just had a coming together, and Smarto's just got a 5-second penalty. And he's completely lost his front wing actually.
Minecraft.
So is
they went in the wall.
Tesla, actually.
So sorry.
Yeah, Tesla's down here in the pit now. He's going to be swapping out his front wing. He's going to be putting on a new set of tires. Hopefully he'll be able to push the reset button and get back into the game here.
Yeah, thanks for that, Callie. And these battles going on with Javi must have terrible front wing. He's literally wall riding nearly now, every corner. He must have orange on that front wing because he is slowing them all down. But
4th or 13th is covered within literally next to nothing.
And it's because it's the Javi train.
Yeah, it literally is at the moment.
And he's run wide. Didn't get a penalty though. Surely, I think if there's an accident, I can see this being at the front of this queue. I can see it just causing a massive, whole car park because a lot of these guys have wing damage as well. This is an incredible start. Yeah, incredible start to the race.
Wing damage. Minecraft has. Raceboy has. I think Ghost looks like the only one who might not have any wing damage.
I mean, if it's not going to rain again. If it's not going to stop raining, if I was Javi, I would pit, and because you're going to be in clean air, and just get on some fresh wing, because obviously everyone else has wing damage. It gives you a chance. Minecraft's going around the outside, or trying to get around the outside here, but Jamie 1S shuts the door on him. Minecraft's being very adventurous, but always having another little look there. But if I was Javi, I'd just pit. I'd just pit if I was Javi, because the Inter, it's going to be a one-stop. I would have thought it'd be a one-stop race. I'm not sure with the Inter.
I mean, to be honest, it could be one of them type of things where Javi's just looking at track position, and he can just basically be a roadblock until he actually wants to make his stop. So he just could be playing his tactic.
Oh,
he's
actually
just got a 3-second time penalty. Just as I say that, through the chicane section.
Yeah, it's all sort of settling down now. People are getting used to it. Now, if it does get heavy in rain, that's another one altogether, because you'll have to, will people pit onto the wets? I mean, lap time wise, if we look at laps, lap time. So fastest lap at the moment, 1:21.5. So it is at that point where, I know obviously we're on heavy fuel loads, but it's still, at the moment, not too wet. We see people really struggling with grip, and that's just not the case at the moment. So the Inter tyre is definitely the right thing. But if it does go to heavy rain,
and Jay Ghost has just gone past.
Yeah.
Raceboy there and up the casino, perfect move, no contact, nothing, really nice and clean.
His car looks planted as well. His car,
Yeah,
I think
he's the only one in that train I think that's probably actually not got wing damage, to be honest.
Probably. Oh yeah, Javi is struggling so much around the Lowe's hairpin.
Yeah, I mean, when is he going to stop that? That's the question, because he's costing himself so much time to rise in front. I think he's lost about 3-4 seconds, I think, in the last 2 laps alone to Altakir in the lead. So it's just costing him a bunch load of time at the moment.
Altakir's in a different league. He's on his best 121.5. The next quickest guy is Dougie. He's on a 122.7. That's bonkers. Like, it's.
Well, I think the thing is, Dougie pretty much Dougie back to, I think, probably about 10th at the moment. They've all got wing damage, so it's kind of hard to tell whether people can actually match his pace or not.
Oh no, well that's no, I mean, with the wing damage, they're all getting held up by Javi at the moment, but still, it's a case of. I'll just stay on board with Jay Ghost if he tries to make another move at Casino.
Just got 3-second penalty.
Right. Yeah, it's I think Altakir is just also very, very quick. 12.4 clear of Dougie.
But Dougie's got wing damage, so he's struggling right now because he was all into the back of Javi. When I suspect Javi's pretty annoyed as well at Dougie because overly aggressive on the first corners.
He's really struggling. Oh, and Minecraft takes an opportunistic move on Jamie 1S. Oh, and he loses traction. I've got a great on board of the 2. Oh, they made contact through the tunnel. Oh, it's side by side. This ain't going to go well, is it? I mean, that's going to surely be another penalty, and it is for Minecraft. Yeah. I don't know why that, to me, and he's took position as well. He was always going to get a 3-second penalty from that because he should have given up the corner. He took advantage. He took a place, basically, because... And he's got a 5-second stop go now for corner cutting, gained 1 place. So that must be from the bus stop. As Jamie 1S now pits, so he's had enough. He wants to get on the fresh wing, which is, I'm surprised why no one else did that. Get onto a fresh wing. Obviously, it does cost you time, but the amount they're losing behind Javi, you'll be able to make up in literally probably 2 laps. And Minecraft's going to be aggressive, and he hits the back of Javi again.
Let's see if he gets the undercut here.
He's going to try. Javi's going to surely shut the door, though. He doesn't shut the door. And this leaves it for Minecraft. Oh, and he's done it. But he had to get clear. He had to get clear because now, especially, he's got a 5... Well, the thing is, he's got wing damage, and he's going to have to do a 5-second stop-go penalty as well. So Minecraft's going to lose a shed loads of time in the pit stops when he does make that pit. Meanwhile, in the background, I just noticed there was a bit of...
Oh, he had a little look at Javi there. He could. Is he going to try around the outside? No, he thought better of it. But I mean, he's the next one to get past Javi now, and his car looks absolutely brilliant at the moment. He's probably the second fastest person on the track at the moment.
Yeah, so Raceboy and Jamie 1S, they've done their pit stops. And just to show you how much time they lost, Raceboy is 7.6 clear of Jamie 1S. And that is because he hasn't been involved in that. He pitted earlier. Let's see what lap he did pit. Raceboy only pitted a lap. So Raceboy pitted a lap earlier and is 7 seconds clear of Jamie 1S. So that's how much time they were losing behind Javi. As Jay Ghost has made a move.
Yeah, he just got past it. Yeah, he did it in the casino going up the
Favourite
hill.
move.
Got a great drive up the hill and he made the move stick. Another nice clean move actually, to be honest. His overtaking is actually really nice and clean and quite well perfected, to be honest. And see how much time Javi loses. I would have thought he really would have stopped by now, especially because Raceboy and Jamie 1S has stopped.
Yeah, I mean, he has nothing to lose by going in the pits now. Unless they're getting feed from Jeff about the weather and they're wanting to try and stay out. But, oh, and the Ferrari's making a move through Fulcu, has a look. But he was too far back. and Javi for now holds that position. But,
I mean, what is
yeah.
the pit stop time around here? I think it's around about 16, 17 seconds, isn't it?
Well, obviously in the wet, it's a shorter because obviously people are going slower, so the gap between isn't so well. It probably would be the same, I suppose, because everyone's doing the same time. It normally in the dry is about 23, 24 seconds, 23 because it's a slow pit lane. So yeah, it's around that sort of ballpark.
Well, at the moment, Raceboy is 14.7 seconds behind Thomas, but they're all literally, within a few tenths of each other behind Javi at the moment. So, I mean, at the moment, if Javi to, Thomas pits, Raceboy's got, a nice little jump there, and depending on Jamie 1S's pace, he could even jump him as well.
Such a clumsy corner, that Lowe's hairpin. It's so, especially when you got a train. But yeah, Fruitful Coot has a much better run as they're coming towards the bus stop. Is he going to make a move? No, he doesn't. He thinks better off it.
It's just not close. It's just not close enough yet, is he?
He's not using a lot of ERS, to be fair.
Maybe he's trying to get better traction by not using the ERS.
But Javi. Yeah, but going through the tunnel, you'd think you'd want that bit more power because Javi was on overtake.
100%, yeah. Yeah, I mean, at the moment, Raceboy is 12.5 seconds. He's gained 2 seconds on Thomas alone ahead of him at the moment, just in this one lap.
Well, this is what I'm saying. Yeah.
Bet obviously the right wing on the car now with a full wing instead of half a wing. I mean, he's just taken 2 seconds out in the last sector alone.
It's mental. Oh, and Fruitful Coot is making a move down the inside of Javi, and he's done it. So Fruitful Coot is now up into P6. And the Red Bull behind of Officer Juan has made a move on Javi as well.
And so is Ferrero. They did have a little look there, but he backed out.
Yeah, these guys should have pitted a few laps ago. I mean, Thomas still got ahead of Jamie 1S. So Jamie 1S probably, the reason why he's further back is obviously because of the wing damage. So that's what cost Jamie 1S is the extra 5 seconds being in the pits.
Yeah, he was already 7 seconds behind. He was 7 seconds behind Raceboy when they both came out of the pits.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, Jamie 1S has actually lost time to Raceboy because he's now nearly 10 seconds behind Raceboy.
Yeah, Raceboy's flying.
Absolutely flying at the moment.
Oh, lap time wise.
1:21.8. Yeah, he's only 4 tenths off what Altakir's doing. They're the only 2 people in the 1:21s at the moment.
Yeah. Nicely.
So really impressive pace at the moment.
Yeah, nicely done.
At this rate, I mean, Raceboy is going to catch up to the back of Ferreira, Roche and Javi at the moment. And he could potentially jump Fruitful, Officer Juan, Javi, Ferreira. So it could be quite a well tactical idea of what he's actually done here to stop at that time.
Absolutely. I'm just on board with the race leader. I thought I'd give him a bit of track time because we haven't seen him since the first lap. He's coming up to back markers. He's already lapped Smarto. He's now coming up to Teza Muzza, who's going to clear out of the way, which he does. Oh, Raikkonen gets a 3-second penalty. That must have been around the pole section. He's 20.3 seconds clear off Dougie in P2. Dougie is under pressure now from Raikkonen. So I wonder if Raikkonen's thinking of going in the pits now because he's the closest he's been for a while. No. But yeah, it's close.
Yeah, I mean, you got Fruitful. Jay Ghost is. It's going to be a bit difficult, really, because where Dougie and Raikkonen are actually going to come out, they could put themselves out in some traffic, which is really not what they want.
Well, looking at it now,
they're just staying out.
Well, Altakir will come out just out behind Dougie and Raikkonen. Yeah, Dougie, Raikkonen.
I honestly.
They're 20.7. 20.7 is cutting it fine. Oh, Raikkonen's looking to look down the inside and Lowe's hairpin. That's cheeky, and he's done it. But they both. But they didn't. He didn't quite do it. I wonder how much damage that gave Dougie though. But oh, here comes Raikkonen down the inside. Terrible camera angle. Oh, and Dougie hits the tyre wall and gets more wing damage. Oh, they're both obviously he was frustrated with what happened in the hairpin, but I think if you're Dougie now, you've got to pit.
I mean, to be totally fair from that, I think
Raikkonen had the move.
Yeah, I mean, I think down the hairpin though, he pushed him into the wall at the same time, and then Dougie got past him, and then he pushed him into the wall again. I mean, Dougie really didn't have anywhere to go neither.
Yeah, we'll have to watch it again. Unfortunately, my camera angle was terrible. I was on broadcast and it swapped, so I didn't see. I saw that Raikkonen was down the inside again and was halfway alongside. And the thing is with Monaco, the difference with Monaco is if someone does make a move, they have to be spot on, don't they? So yeah, we'll see. Obviously, I'm sure with onboards from both drivers, and the stewards will make the decisions later. But this might help Dougie actually, because now he's going to be on fresh tyres. He comes out just behind Ferrero Rocher, but still crucially ahead of Javi. So he's ahead of that traffic. Excuse me. So he is going to be.
Race boys within 5 tenths of Javi now. So I mean, he's caught him up to a serious rate of knots at the moment. I mean, I would have thought he's going to dispose of Javi quite quickly, to be fair.
Well, you'd say that. This is Monaco. It's hard place to pass. But yeah, Dougie now is going to respond, having obviously he's going to have lost a bit of time because of having to get the wing changed, but he still managed to pit. That's how much time they've lost with Javi, despite having an extra 5 seconds of changing your wing. He's got ahead of that group.
Yeah. I mean, at the moment for Rocher, he's kind of just sitting on his own at the moment. The officers ones within roughly 1 second of Fruitful, and Jay Ghost is at the moment. He's actually looking really good at the moment. He's just catching up to Lego Minecraft at the moment. I mean, he's within 8 tenths of him now.
Yeah, well, Minecraft's got wing damage, so we know, and an awful lot of penalties. So Minecraft is not going to be. But then again, we'll find out. We'll see how many people have got penalties come the end of the race. But he has got a 5-second stop go, and he has got wing damage, a front wing to replace. So yeah, it's not been the time.
Well, at the moment, Javi's actually got a stop and go penalty at the moment for corner cutting, apparently.
Well, that was at the beginning.
Yeah. I mean, Jamie 1S has got a stop and go for ignoring yellow flags, which I think would have probably been at the beginning as well. Obviously, Race Boy's got a 3-second penalty as well for multiple warnings. Obviously, Lego Minecraft we knew about. Smarto, but I think he's not actually in the race anymore, is he? I don't think.
No.
Do you think we're going to see improvement in the weather by any chance, or is it going to stay wet?
Yeah, well, at the moment it's still consistent. At the moment, it hasn't got drier. The rain is still, but it's just intermediate conditions.
Till the end of the race, I'm guessing.
I think that was what the forecast. Well, the forecast was heavy rain, and we haven't had heavy rain, to be fair. So whether or not it's supposed to be getting heavier during the race, or it's just staying at this sort of level, remains to be seen for us guys. But yeah, it's.
I mean, something that's quite interesting. Just looking at the penalties, Railton's actually got a 3-second time penalty as well.
Right.
So it's going to be interesting between Dougie and Railton come towards the end of the race. I mean, really, if Dougie wants to play it nice and smooth, he just wants to stay within 3 seconds of Railton, really.
Absolutely.
Dougie has just come out on fresh tyres behind Ferrero Rocher going down the tunnel. He is dying or desperate to get past Ferrero Rocher.
I'm watching it.
He's on 15 laps, old Inters.
Oh, he has to be so careful, and he gets a penalty for that. That was careless from Dougie. He was, he he was desperate to try and find a way through, but he went too late on the brakes and missed the apex.
Yeah, I mean that was probably commentator's curse there, me saying about the 3-second penalty for Ralphon, and then he goes and gets one himself.
Don't worry, you learn fast. Yeah, it literally, there is such thing as a commentator's curse. It really is.
I mean, Race Boys within 3 seconds of Dougie now, actually. Oh, and Altakir, she's got a 3-second penalty, but I don't think that's going to make too much of a difference to his race at the moment with 27-second lead. I mean, that's mental. He's nearly half a lap ahead.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a big issue. Callie, have you got anything down at the... Are you at the pits or are you in the harbour side still?
No, I'm up in an apartment overlooking the Lowe's hairpin.
Yeah, I see you.
Honey,
I'm
you
just
gotta
on
put
it.
that away. You can't do that on TV. sorry. Shit going on behind me here. I'm sorry, but yeah, it's dry. Well, I'm standing under an awning, so for me it's pretty dry. The track still looks wet, except for inside the tunnel, of course. That's pretty dry, and I wonder if the tires kind of heat up a little bit while they're in the tunnel because it's so dry, and then when they hit the water, does it create steam, or is that just the hot tub that's clouding my eyes? I don't know. Maybe you guys could tell me there.
It's probably both, a bit of both. Yeah, no.
Got it.
How's what do you think of the race so far? Anyway, you think it's yeah, well, Altakir is obviously dominating the race, but who's going to finish in the P2?
There's a race going on. I don't know. I've been watching Dougie. Dougie's pretty darn quick. I think he's been schooling me in a lot of the ranked rooms online lately. So if Dougie can clean it up and get some speed, obviously he's sitting, a good, 45 seconds behind the leader, but there's still a lot of race here to play out. We got 21 laps going here. I think my buddy Vish is actually in the elevator headed up here to the apartment, so I'm going to throw it back to you guys and grab the front door before he gets pissed off and leave. I'll be right back.
As always, cheers for the insight there, Callie, and yeah, we'll get back to you. Get back to you to see where you are next.
Get off the pool table. Sit down. Sorry.
So
You gotta love it.
yeah, it's brilliant. So we've got. I wasn't going to interrupt Callie. Dougie tried making a move on Frere Rocher, and in the bus stop
You
again
want me to
last lap.
make a move on who?
Yeah. It was Dougie. Dougie making the move, not you.
Oh, okay. I was like, no, I can't do that. I gotta put my clothes back on if you want me to go back down there. I can't do that.
Yeah. And Dougie
gets into the pits.
yes, Dougie tried making he tried making a move on Dougie, and Dougie clipped the inside barrier of the bus stop and almost spun him round. Thankfully, he got away.
Jay Ghost has actually jumped Dougie in the pits. I mean, I thought his pace, Jay Ghost's pace, was really good. And yeah, he's jumped him in the pitch. Just obviously had that clean.
Oh, he's hit the barrier though. He hit the barrier. This is going to cost him. Surely he's going to.
Who hit the barrier?
Dougie's on the inside.
It was Jay Ghosts, and that has cost him. Yeah, because obviously he had to get a wing change, which helped massively for Jay Ghosts, but it's cost him.
I mean, Ghost isn't all that good anyway. I mean, Dougie was gonna make that move sooner or later.
Well, you said that, Callie. If not me.
You're good enough friends to say that to him, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Yeah. So, it's a shame for Jay Ghost, obviously, but he is quick. He's right at the back still of Dougie, so he has got the pace. But yeah, it was a shame. He just turned in a bit too early, clipped the barrier. Obviously, doesn't look like he got any wing damage. Well, I don't think he has. The way he's, I mean, Dougie's on fresh into, so it's going to take him a lap to get to speed. But so far, Minecraft's pitted, and he's going to surely drop down the order now because he's having his 5 seconds stop go, followed by a wing change. So he's now down to P6. Is he going to drop any more places?
He's not been licensing too badly, to be honest. I mean, he's still come out on sides.
Is he ahead of Fruitful Coot? Yeah, he's come out just ahead of Fruitful Coot. But I mean, he was, well, just so you know, he was, Jay Ghosts was behind him, and he is about 8 to 9 seconds behind Jay Ghosts, so that he has lost not many places. But right now he would have been around P3. Instead he's in P6, and has got a bit of work to do catching up with those guys. But yeah, Rauken, just to show you how much time Dougie lost, Rauken obviously hasn't pitted yet. But it's 24.4 is the gap, and yeah, Dougie's struggling there. Jagos definitely looks quick at the moment, but it's 24.4, and Rauken pits. Oh, Rauken,
Yeah.
what's happened? What's happened? It's
Oh no, this happened in the practice race.
Oh,
before.
no way.
You will see his wing change. There you go. Look, his tyres have been changed.
okay.
I
It was
think
just
it's a glitch in the game.
Okay.
I
okay.
had this twice. That happened to
Nothing
me
like
as well.
stopping in the middle of the street.
And here he comes. He's coming out just ahead, and here come the leader. Here comes the other two. This is going to be
He's so
close, and he's done it.
There goes the guy in the orange car. He's close to the guy in the white car.
So in the end,
Jay Ghost is all over
Oh,
Dougie right
Jacobs,
now.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
the clips the rear left wing tire of Dougie.
I was only kidding, Jordan. I was only kidding. Calm down.
This is really good racing, to be fair, in the wet. You'd think Monaco you can't overtake, but these guys. Oh, Dougie's running wide. I wonder if Dougie hasn't got damage. Surely.
I think he's got wing damage.
Did he not change his wing then? I wonder if he didn't change his wing.
He
Yeah,
did,
no,
but
he did.
he picked up damage trying to overtake Ferrari.
Right.
Yeah, and he clipped the wall quite a few times as well, to be honest.
Is Jagos going to make a move here? Oh, yeah, they'll think.
Is
It's a
Dougie a sitting
five-way
ducky?
battle for second place.
Yeah, I mean,
And it's just showed how competitive that Inter is, because Raikkonen is now
Sorry,
pulling
third
away.
place, should I say?
Oh, Dougie's really on the edge.
yeah, he's really struggling, isn't he, on that? I definitely think he's got front right wing damage.
Yeah,
Not
has
either
to.
be yellow or orange.
Has to.
I mean, he's struggling quite a bit at the moment.
I mean, Minecraft is calling them back in as well. Minecraft's pitted again. Minecraft is in the pit. So what's this all about? He must have got wing damage because he's changing his
Yep,
wing
he's-
again.
Lego's definitely taking a new front end. He also put on a new set of inters there, cleared out the pit. Nobody else in pit lane. Safety cars decided not to do barrel rolls today. That's always very exciting. And Lego's back out onto the track.
Oh, and they're up to back markers. Tezamuzza is in front of Dougie right now. And blue flags are waving, but this is not going to help his cause. Can Jay Ghosts get a run? Jay Ghosts is just not quite close enough. Nah, he's just not close enough.
I mean, Jay Ghost is having actually a brilliant race at the moment. I mean, positions-wise, he's moved up 4 places. He started in 8th place. Well, him and Rauken. Rauken started 6th as well. I mean, the biggest winner, probably out of all of it, is Fruitful Coot.
All yellow.
Started 11th,
Two.
6th.
Thomas got 3-second penalty for corner cutting. But yeah, I mean, these three guys in the P3, 4, 5, they're about 8.5 seconds clear of Fruitful Coot. Oh, and Tezamus is retired. So I don't know if we can have a look at that. I don't know where it was.
It was in Sector 3. I'm just on board with Lego Minecraft, but I think the car has already disappeared off the track already.
Right. Oh, Lego
Being told from the chat room here that Jay Ghosts has no penalties. Oh, la-di-da.
No, he doesn't.
But we probably just jinxed him. New fastest lap, 120.6 for Al Takir. He's 40.8 seconds clear of Raikkonen. Unreal, unreal.
He could go for another pit stop and get that extra point for the fastest lap if he wanted to.
Well, he's already got the fastest lap right now. I mean, it's I mean, just to
if
secure
anyone
it.
does beat him,
yeah.
just to yeah.
Oh, and again,
He's just coming up.
Dougie's hitting those bloody barriers. He's hitting it the right way, as in he's hitting it square on with the tyre, so he's not threatening his front wing from any further damage. J Ghosts, he's right behind him, but it's just so tricky to overtake around here. But as Dougie's tyres wear out, it's going to be even harder for him to manage this with the front wing as it is.
Yeah, I mean the famous places that Jago's has been getting past is at the the top of the hill at the moment. The left-hander, he made 2 overtakes up there, nice and cleanly, getting good drive. So maybe he's going to try that on Dougie as well.
Oh, Ferrero Rocher's now retired.
Yeah.
That must have been at the bus stop section as well. Oh, yellows in sector 2 and 3.
Everybody gone.
Yeah, Ferrero Rocher's left the session.
Yeah, I think it might have been at the chicane area where he crashed. There's a load of debris in the chicane area.
Yeah, and there's yellows everywhere at the moment. Sectors 1, 2 and 3.
Oh, there he is, yeah. It's going through the swimming pool section. The car was just parked to one side.
Right.
So he must have clouted the wall coming through the rear flat out left right there. And Smarto's just pulled over.
Yeah. So letting the guys through.
Yeah, just letting them guys through there. He must have clouted the wall and broke the front suspension or something. Must have what have happened to him.
Yeah, it's
road chain, really.
So J Ghost is really the only one back. I mean, Jamie 1S is 8 tenths behind Thomas, but this is the main battle really on track as it stands. We are on lap 25 of 39, so being wet, obviously the laps being a little bit longer, it does make the races a little bit longer in time as well. So yeah, at the moment it's about 9 seconds slower than we would be in the dry. Maybe 10 seconds probably for the tier 1 guys. It's Raikkonen, and I mean, to be honest to Dougie, fair play to him, he's only marginally losing out. Oh, he went in really hot there. I don't know if he hit the barrier, didn't get any damage. I didn't see any damage anyway, but he's not that far off Raikkonen's times at the moment. There's only a 0.4 second gap. He's just doing enough.
3 seconds. He's within 3 seconds. Oh, and Lego Minecraft just gets a 5-second stop go penalty again for corner cutting.
But I just remembered what he said. He was like, oh, Dougie went wide and he's hit the bar. That's bad now. That is terminal. That's surely an orange. He's going to be a sitting duck now, and he's going to really struggle with that front end. Yeah, and this is the thing. As the tyres wear out, if you've got front wing damage, it makes it so tricky as the tyre wears out to hold on. And that is what happened there. He carried too much speed. And he's made that one error, which in Monaco it bites you. I was going to say, Lego Minecraft likes to be known just as Minecraft. I just remembered now in the chat. So I know it's halfway through the race, but he likes to be known as Lego. Sorry, he likes to be known just as Lego, not Minecraft. So we can just call him Lego. It saves us having
Not
to
that there's anything wrong with Minecrafters. Nothing wrong with them.
No.
Just maturing through the name, that's all.
Yeah, that's right. He just wants to shorten his name to being known just as Lego. So Lego.
I mean, not 3.
Yeah,
not
I mean
Minecraft.
You can call him Minecraft. I mean, we can still call him Lego.
No. It's fine. I'm still trying to figure out what I need to do now. The producers have moved me into what looks to be a padded trailer, and I'm handcuffed to a desk watching the race. So I'll keep my eyes open and call out what I can here in these closing 12 laps of this very exciting ish race.
Yeah. So hopefully, well, I don't know. There's 2 scenarios that the producers could be giving you in this situation.
Okay.
There's 2 scenarios for you there, Legos. Either one is going to have a well, either one is they've just kept you there, restrained you, or two, you're going to have a nice gift at some point. But anyway, Dougie is somehow, I mean, now the gap is 6 seconds between Dougie and Raikkonen, so he's struggling so much with that car now. I'm just trying to get onto the board of Dougie just to see that. Well, the thing is, the halo is in the way. I can't see the wing, but looking at his wheel input, that is a struggle.
I mean, maybe Joe Gase is thinking tactically. Maybe he's just thinking, oh, I'll sit here. Obviously knowing Dougie's got a 3 second time penalty, know he's going to jump in, when he gets the flag.
And Race Boy's pitted. Race Boy's pitted for his second stop, so I wonder why he's done that.
Very surprised by that.
Well, is it a 2-stop race, or can you make it? Because the problem is around here, it's alright if you've got the faster tyre, but if you can't overtake, then it's a nightmare. There's Altakir, and Altakir's just proven the tyres are still strong because he's just done a fastest lap of the race again.
Yeah, it seems maybe he had a bit of wing damage, maybe. Could be the reason why he stopped. Maybe clipped the wall.
Must be.
That would be explainable why he's pitted. I mean, he's within touching distance of Officer Juan and Fruitful. So I would have thought on new fresh tyres, he would be able to catch them up as well, and possibly get past them.
I wonder if Fruitful Coots got wing damage, because he's lost loads of time. He was at one point 6 seconds behind, or 5 seconds behind Dougie. He's now 10 seconds behind. So I wonder, looking at...
Jago should look around the outside then.
He's right up with him. Yeah,
he's right up with him this time. His favourite overtaking spot of the race so far. But Dougie defends it though. He closes the inside off. Let's see if he can get the undercut.
He got a good run. He's having a look. Down the inside he goes! Oh, they make contact. Dougie shuts the door.
Oh, I'm so lucky he didn't get wing damage there then, Joe Ghost was. It was just light enough that he didn't get any wing damage and he didn't touch the wall there as well.
Javi gets a penalty as well. I didn't get a good run out of that corner there into the tunnel. So Dougie has some breathing space once again.
Yeah, I mean, Racewell is going to be the one to watch a little bit at the moment and see how quickly he catches Officer Juan on fresh tyres. I mean, Officer Juan is 2 seconds behind Fruitful. Generally, the race is stabilised quite a bit really. It's only really Dougie and Jay Ghost that are the ones really battling on the track at the moment. The rest are pretty distant away.
Yeah, Jamie 1S has been. Jamie 1S has lost a bit of time.
Yeah, no, he's just let Altakir through.
Okay.
He was lapping him, so he just pulled over to get out of the way for him. So I'm just on board with him now. And he's just coming up with Thomas as well, so we think Thomas is going to pull over on the main straight. Which looks like, yeah, that's what he's doing. Yeah, so Altakir's lapped all the way up to 8th place at the moment.
Unreal.
Which is sounds insane, rather insane. In 45 seconds ahead of Railcom. That's just absolute insanity, really.
Jay Ghost is catching Dougie here. Doesn't make the move though. Dougie defends the line well. I mean, Jay Ghost probably knows that Dougie has a penalty, so he's not going to do anything too stupid. And obviously, the chance of getting P2 is over. So for him, I guess it's just keep it clean, and he will inherit that P3 by the fact of having no penalties, as long as he keeps it clean.
Yeah, I mean, Racewell, he's on unreal pace at the moment. He's pulled that time from when he came out of the pits, 9 seconds down to 3 seconds, just in 2 laps. So I mean, he's pulling off as Juan at 3 seconds a lap at the moment.
Yeah,
She
but
was mad.
he still has to pass him, and as we noticed with Dougie's probably about a second a lap slower than what Jay Ghost can do, probably more, but you just can't overtake. You have to be so much quicker, and the guy ahead has to have such a disadvantage with whether worn tyres or damage to the car. Dougie really struggling in the Lowe's hairpin. Now, can Jay Ghost get a good run? Yeah, it's not the best of runs. I mean, I would up my ERS now. I'd go to overtake.
Yeah, he's only on 3. He's only on 3 at the moment. He's only on the high.
I mean, if I was, it's just. Oh, you gotta be careful. Bit of contact, but I don't think any damage.
What were you going to say there, Vish?
Oh, Bish wasn't there, I think.
No, he said something and then he disappeared. But yeah, I mean, these two are at it again though, Dougie and Jay Ghost. It's just a ticking time bomb when Jay Ghost is going to finally get past him. But Dougie's placing the car really well, so it's making it really difficult for Jay Ghost at the moment to get past.
Yeah, I think, to be honest, I'd be surprised if Dougie does lose the position on track, to be fair. I'll say that. Yeah, Dougie has a big moment in Casino Square. Now, will he make a move into Lowe's? No.
Thought about it.
It is a tricky one to do.
Yeah, I mean, it's so hard to make it, especially in the wet. I mean, it's easier in the dry to overtake at the Lowe's hairpin than it is in the wet. The wet, you just get onto that curve on the inside and then you end up just pushing the other guy into the wall because you just haven't got the room or the grip to do it. So it ends up being quite a scrappy move.
There is another battle down the order, P9 and P10. It's between Javi and Jamie 1S. Pulsar to Javi has had a torrid time off it. He's 25 seconds behind Thomas, the next guy up. Jamie 1S as well, he just hasn't... He's had to pit... I think he's had to pit twice. Yeah, both... Yeah, Javi's only pitted one. Oh, and Jamie 1S actually clipped the inside barrier there. I don't know if he got any damage or not. Minecraft has had 4 stops now. He's outside the points. Yeah, I think the Red Bull of Jamie 1S might have some damage. I'm not sure. But, yeah, and Thomas as well. He's
got right wing damage at the moment.
Yeah, and Race Boy is not really gaining that much time now on Officer Juan. This is what I'm saying. He's given up track position, so I don't know if it was he had to pit because of wing damage. That's the only logical thing I can think. You wouldn't pit to sacrifice track position around here, even in these conditions. So he must have got really bad wing damage, which forced him into thinking, right, I best make a pit stop. In which case,
he's just outside the second window though at the moment. I mean, he's put it from 9 seconds down to just within a second now after 5 laps. So I mean, it's still possible, but like you said though, really, I mean, it was probably really, in all honesty, probably a bit silly pitting really, even if you had a bit of damaged wing. I mean, you look at Dougie at the moment; he's got damaged wing, and he's constantly keeping Jay Ghost behind him at the moment.
yeah.
So even with damaged wing, it hasn't really made much sense for him to pit really.
Well, the two of them are still, I mean, really close again is Jay Ghosts. It's hard work being the prey on a track like this and in conditions like this. We've just got now 5 laps left to go in this race.
Yeah, I mean, it's stabilised quite a bit in the last 5 to 10 laps really.
Well, everyone. Oh no, Dougie almost loses it, and that's really going to cost him here on the run in here. I mean, Jay Ghost is being really careful not to pick up wing damage, but he's going to get a great run here, and Dougie's going to have to defend. But Jay Ghost keeps it sensible. Yeah, Dougie really.
I don't know how he didn't get like a broken suspension or anything like that, because he really clattered the wall really hard. I mean, obviously in these conditions though, the speeds are a little bit slower. If he hit the wall like he did then and it was dry, he would definitely been out of the race by then, 100%.
Those cars are built like tanks, as they say. So yeah, it's working out for him. I'm back on board with, well, back on the action of Officer Juan and Race Boy. Because Race Boy is now 3/10 behind on those fresher inters. Raikkonen has done the fastest lap of the race. So Raikkonen, oh, and Lego Minecraft is retired. So I don't know if that was in. I don't think it was in the pits. Must be on track somewhere.
There
Yeah,
was
Minecraft.
a yellow in sector 3, so.
Yep. So Minecraft has capped off a miserable day at the office for Lego.
He's just made a pit stop. I think he's probably trying to go for fastest lap now, where Raikkonen's obviously taking that from him.
He's got the gap, to be fair.
Yeah, he's got the gap, so he might as well. He doesn't do him any harm. I mean, even in his shoes, though, really. I mean, you know, being wet conditions is quite a big risk trying to go for the fastest lap. A big risk, really, because you know, 25 points it could be thrown away just for 1 point.
Absolutely.
Really, I mean, it's a big risk to take.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, he's playing the risk here. Yeah, he is playing the risk game. Obviously, not in terms of time, because he had a huge amount of a gap between himself and Raikkonen. But yeah, he doesn't want to be throwing this away just for that point. Raikkonen, though, it's clever from Raikkonen, obviously getting that fastest lap. He would have noticed that Al-Attiyah has pitted. So it's just a little thing of mind games, you know. He's set the fastest lap. He's forced Al-Attiyah to give up track time and try and get his fastest lap back, which could give him that chance.
Yeah, I mean, maybe Raikkonen's thinking tactically. He's forced him into a pit stop. You know, maybe hoping him.
Oh, Jay Ghosts! Oh, sorry, Jay Ghosts having a look in Lowe's hairpin, but decides against it. But it forced. Oh, Dougy's struggling so much with the front end now. That thing is struggling so much. And Jay Ghost has got another really good run here.
He's still not going higher up on the ERS, so you try and help him at least get alongside him, or you know, within touching distance. You know, he's really close now, but you know, you can't really overtake him here, really, unless you know, Dougie gets a bad run off the corner.
We don't want a situation where, I mean, Dougie's hitting every wall at the moment. I think it's going to be named, you know, every piece of the arm car. I think he's trying to get before the end of the race and still survive. I mean,
Race Boy just got a 3-second time penalty there.
Yeah, and
so I mean that's basically committed him to where he is really. Because I don't think Officer Juan, I'm not sure if Fruitful's got a penalty. Yeah, I mean, Officer Juan has started to actually catch Fruitful up, because he was nearly 4 seconds back and he's just over 2 seconds now. But maybe that's that pressure from Race Boy at the moment, making him push a little bit harder.
Yeah, and
Race Boy's going to have a look then. No, he thinks better of it. Officer Juan just parks in the middle of the road just so Race Boy can't get past.
Yeah, and Fruitful Coot hasn't really caught. I mean, he's not going to catch these guys up. We are on the set. Al-Attiyah is on the penultimate lap, I believe, already. So he's just started lap 38 of 39. So yeah, Fruitful Coot will not catch up these guys. Yeah,
well, I mean, on this lap, Al-Attiyah just hit the wall.
Oh.
Yeah, just trying to go for that.
And he has got wing damage, so he's not going to get his fast, and he's turned the engine down as well. So he's just going to play it safe now. I mean,
obviously, from what I said earlier, you know, taking that risk, it nearly really bit him hard. Then that could have nearly taken him out of the race.
I mean, fortunately, with the fresh tyres, with the fresh tyres though, he'll still probably even be able to pull away from Raikkonen. Even with that wing damage.
He's already pulled away from him by 2 seconds within 2 laps anyway, so yeah, 100%. I mean, I think Jay Ghost really probably should just think about just keeping within the 3-second window to Dougie really, because I don't think Jay Ghost has a 3-second penalty, and he's gonna jump in and give some penalties. So I think probably he should concede to that really. He's tried hard enough to try and get past him. It's not really happened for him.
Yep, so no, I think there's not going to be any more overtakes in this race. Al-Takir is coming down towards the Lowe's hairpin for the final time. It has been as dominant of a race as it could be, particularly this being the Tier 1, the Premier Division of Contest of Speed. Yes, I know it's Monaco, and yes, it's the rain, but this track does really show the top drivers. It's such a difficult track, and he has just mastered this in a Mercedes. You would say Hamilton style, really. Not a Hamilton fanboy, but you've seen stuff like this from Hamilton in races and in conditions like this. And Al-Takir coming through the swimming pool section, coming up to the back of Thomas. That's how dominant his race. He's almost lapped the P8 guy, coming from the last corner now off San up towards the start-finish line to win the Monaco Grand Prix. Al-Takir, race winner at Monaco. Brilliant result for him and the Mercedes team.
Yeah, Ralph's going to come across the line and just coming into the last corner now, just behind Jack.
Oh, Jay Ghost got penalty.
Oh no!
Right at the end.
That's through the chicane.
Oh, that's a shame. They would. You just have to stick with him. He would have taken us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. And now he's going to have to make the move.
Yeah, he's just far too late now, really. I mean, maybe he was just keeping that as a banker, just sitting within the 3-second mark, knowing that Dougie had the penalty, and it's just come too late in the end, really.
And that gives Dougie P3 because of it.
Yeah.
And Fruitful Coot finishes P6. Officer Juan finishes at a Race Boy, and then Thomas, in the end, a lonely P8 for him. Did he have to do another pit stop?
I'm not too sure.
No, he did the one, but he's just not got the pace.
He's someone that really surprised me, to be honest. We normally, see him from Thomas. He's normally really quick, but he always ends up starting a little bit further back on the grid. Usually ends up having.
Hey, he's celebrating it though with the weave.
Oh, and he puts it in the wall.
It's 8th place for Thomas. Still points.
At least there's points on the board. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Still 4 points, I think that is.
So in the end, Al-Takir wins ahead of Raikkonen and Dougie right at the end, picking up P3 on, which to be fair, on track as well as because he was going to lose that P3, but literally it must have been at the bus stop. Jay Ghost, he'll be really kicking himself with that. Threw away the chance of having that podium finish. But yeah, the top three. Well, Dougie had to survive that one. But for Al-Takir and Raikkonen, it was particularly Al-Takir, very trouble-free from the very first corner. So Al-Takir didn't get a fastest lap. That did go to Raikkonen. So Raikkonen does get that extra point. So he will be on 19 points instead of 18. Dougie, Jay Ghost, P3 4th, Fruitful Coot 5, Officer Juan in 6th, Race Boy 7th, Thomas 8th, Javi 9th, a lap down in the end, Jamie 1S 10th, and then Smarto finishing 11th in the last classified runners. Minecraft, Ferrero Rocher, Tesla and Perez all DNF'd in the end, and everyone got penalties in that race as well. Jay Ghost was the last one. He was the only one who was going to get away with it, but even he succumbed to it.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be really interesting to see what Callie and you Vish as well, what your thoughts were on the race and possibly turning points for some people, and who do you think the driver of the day is?
I mean, probably it has to be. I know it's Al-Takir probably, just because he was so consistent, dominated the race, had to get a good start from starting in second as well. So he made it count where it mattered, really. I know it's just he came first, and people say it's easy to defend and so forth, but he was so dominant. It's just, you know, he was in a league of his own, really. And yeah, he had time to do a double pit stop, so it's pretty crazy.
And you,
yeah.
Kelly?
You know, I gotta look back at the race and say that I'm a big fan of Dougie there for racer driver of the day. I have absolutely no idea how somebody could bounce off the walls that many times and still get on the podium. So I'm gonna give Dougie my thumbs up for driver of the day, ping pong of the day, whatever it is you want to call it.
Okay. Well, can one of you guys send me invites of the top three, please? Just so I don't have to cut off the screen. Just for some interviews for the top three, if that's possible. Yeah, I think my driver of the day will go to Altakir just because of the dominance. You can't not. He's just a different league, different level in pace today in those conditions. So. Yeah, mine goes to Altakir. Dougie comes in, you know, you could say, well, okay, it's brilliant. He obviously survived that race and held that P3 despite the damage. But obviously, you know, he got damage through, well, the beginning one was, I can't remember even now what it was, but the end part, well, obviously it was his own instant, you know, trying to get past Ferrero Rocher. But the rest of the race, he drove absolutely brilliant. And it's so hard to drive the wet with that damage. So we got the invites through, so let's.
Yeah, I've added Dougie. I don't have Altakir and Bradford's friend, so let's Kelly and Kelly and
I'll try. I've got Raikkonen. I've got that already. Oh, how does Altakir? It's spelt differently, isn't it?
I don't know, but I'm going to bounce out of the room, gentlemen. It's AL_ATAQUE.
You just left the room now. But all you have to do is go to their profile, click on their name, and click the party icon, just for future reference.
But thank you guys for having me.
Yeah, no worries. It's great to have you again. Yeah, it's been brilliant.
And I will talk to you guys soon. Have a good one.
Yep, cheers for that, Callie. Great to have you back.
Yeah.
So,
I guess I will leave too, because you guys will be okay asking the questions, I guess.
yeah, no worries.
It's been great having you.
It was a good time commentating. I thought it was going to be a boring race, but it was anything but. So it was pretty good. I'll see everyone in Canada next week.
Yes. Thanks very much, Fish.
Take care, guys.
Yeah, cheers. I can't find. Where's Altakir on here?
He is actually left the game.
Right. Well, yeah. If they don't come on in the next 30 seconds, we'll just we'll end the feed. To be fair, just give them the chance.
Yeah, I mean, who do you think your driver of the day was?
I've already said Altakir. Yeah, it's another level. Oh, we got Raikkonen. He's joined. Altakir was, I think, my driver of the day. Yeah, just because of, yeah, just it.
I'd have to say it's probably mine as well, to be honest. It was a stellar performance.
Yeah,
Absolutely kind of showed everyone up, really. Attached there. Still, stuff in the window there as well.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we got Dougie as well now. So yeah, Phil, if you can just try and find out here on a still. But yeah, guys, we'll start off with Dougie. You managed to make it to P3. There was a few times, there were a few moments where you had me at the edge of my seat because it is so tricky with the damage, let alone being at Monaco. But that race must have been a bit mentally draining, having Jay Ghosts behind you for the second half of the race. But yeah, talk us through. In the end, you literally got P3. Jay Ghosts got a penalty at the bus stop right on that very last lap, which meant that you were able to inherit that P3. But yeah, talk us through your race.
Yeah, I got a good start, and yeah, guy couldn't get anywhere with it, and then Javi had like an awful start, and I tried going the inside, and he turned left into the that was and then it was basically Javi like causing the entire train, the entire race. He broke his front wing and then called like 6 cars train break front wings. So yeah, that's how I got my damage, and then it was pretty much like a battle of attrition from there on because I broke behind me, and it was just mentally draining. Nothing we could do.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I mean, you were the highlight. So there was a couple of times where he got very close. But he never really made. To be fair to him, he didn't ever make any dodgy moves. But what the key for you was obviously when he rejoined, he got from his pit stop. He made the error at Casino Square, clipped the barrier, and that gave you the chance to make the move. And after that, he couldn't find a way back past you.
Yeah, that move was key. Thinking about it, I look back at it because he didn't have pounds at the time, and I was already on like 7 apples. So because of the broken hot wing had a bit early and everything like that, it was pretty much a struggle because of it. Yeah, so when you made that mistake, it was a bit of a relief because I thought I was going to lose probably P4 because like I was up the road as well. He was fighting. So I thought maybe I'll probably lose like a couple positions because of it, but yeah, it was pretty lucky, I guess.
Yeah, sorry, just about in there. Lewis, I've suggested out here.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably quite a frustrating race for you to be fair, Dougie. Pretty much having wind damage the whole race. You know, we were on board with you quite a few times. It looked like it was probably a very frustrating race for you to be fair, not being able to do anything about out here, really, just because of the wind damage during the whole race.
Yeah, it didn't help because I was like, because Javi caused a train from like the entire field from the start, and it kind of blocked me from like and we probably had damage because of the incident, which was unfortunate. And I feel like it's just is what it is. It's just normal. It's nature. Obviously, it's gonna do. When I got past and got damage, it was pretty much like defending the position I got from Alco field. Like it's just my maintaining the gap really. It's that really.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good race really, points on the board. I mean, as I say, points make prizes, so, you know, it all adds up towards the end of the season. So it's better than having no points and just quite enough up. Yeah, I mean, now on to Ralpham, P2 in the race. So tell us your thoughts on the race.
Hello guys, first of all I just want to say that I'm really disappointed in my quality. I heard you guys thought that I was braking on my fast lap at the end, but to be honest I got blocked by Officer 1. I think
Oh.
my line lap, and then he was on Inters.
Yeah.
Why he was on Inters, and he completely blocked me. I couldn't do anything, and then I got my time invalidated. Yeah, so couldn't do anything about it. So for sure, I would have got pole if he wasn't there. So yeah, that's unfortunate. But talking about the race, it was really odd because at the start I was ghosting with another Red Bull car. Didn't remember who. He was on top on my.
I thought I saw that. Yeah.
Also in the formation lab, it was the same. So I was, just at that moment I had a bit of a heart attack because I had to concentrate to get a good start. But luckily for me, I got a great start, and then as Dougie mentioned, at the hairpin, Javi hit the wall, and just I got wing damage. My wing went to orange, and I had Lego behind me. He also got the wing damage. So that was unfortunate. So from there on, I was just battling with Dougie, and to be honest, this time it was really fun battling with Dougie compared to our battle at China. If you guys remember that, it didn't end really good for me. But yeah, I didn't know. I don't know if you caught it on stream, but I overtook him at first at the hairpin. Maybe I was too aggressive and caused him to hit the wall, and he got me back immediately.
Yeah, we saw that.
Yeah, before the entering the tunnel. Yeah, I just got really anxious because I knew I had the pace, and I just had to get past him, and I did that, and then from there on I got furthermore wing damage, so I was struggling with grip for the next 6 laps before I pitted, and when I pitted I just came out before right in front of Dougie, and that was my saving point actually. If I had come out after him, then it would be really hard because he is really good at defending. But luckily I got in front of him, and yeah, from there on I didn't get any front wing damage, and yeah, and I loved my pace from there on, and as you saw, I set the fastest lap.
Yes.
Yeah, I couldn't tired.
I couldn't go for the fastest lap because they were quite my.
Yeah, we saw that. we saw yeah.
It's not for the span or for crossing my wing. It's that he was 2 complete laps with blue flag, and he just decided to ignore it because maybe he's better than that. I don't know why he did that. He was two entire laps with blue flag. He ignored it, and then he spun ahead, and I crossed my wing.
Right. We didn't see the incident. We just saw the wing damage. We saw that. Well, I think MP. Did you see it? Or.
Yeah, I mean for you it must have been a pretty quiet race really for you. You have out front on your own pretty much the whole race, but it sounds like you still had quite a bit of work to do.
Well, I think I had the better pace from the start. It was just there are days that I'm not so fast, and today I was just completely focused and just went first from lap 1 to in the end. So not much more to say. I'm just not happy with the Lego incident because he did really behave really bad in there. So.
Yeah. Yeah, you just want me at one point you were well over 40 seconds clear. So you had luckily whatever happened, you had the gap to make your pit stop and still come out ahead. But yeah. I mean, I did get your final lap in, and I did get a couple of laps. But for you, obviously being out that far ahead, it was just a dominant display. And I think all of us, Callie voted Dougie as driver of the day, which was a fair one because of having to survive the second half of the race with the damaged wing, and keep pretty much the whole race, having damage, and still being able to get P3. But I just, because I haven't witnessed that dominance in terms of race, gap, and obviously from after the first corner, the rest of the race for you was almost, obviously apart from that incident, almost perfect. So you're our driver of the day as well as race winner. Didn't quite get the fastest laps, you didn't quite get the hat trick, but nonetheless 25 points in the bag at Monaco is well worth it, and congratulations on that.
Still wouldn't have been happy because Javi took pole.
Yeah, he did get pole by. That's true. Yeah, he didn't get the pole position, but in terms of the race, I mean that was a 9-second pole. It was crazy, that quality, because obviously everyone trying to get their right place on the track. You all lost out. You didn't get across the line in time. It was a bit like China from last week, a couple of weekends ago. But fortunately for all you guys, you were near the front. Or for some of you, obviously Raikkonen had to do it the hard way. Obviously he knew he could have got and done a dry lap time, but it was bonkers quality, and a bonkers race really. Everyone almost. I think in the end we only had 11 finishes rather, so not quite as bad as tier 3 was, but nonetheless, it was a tougher race, to be fair. Obviously wet all duration, so congratulations to all of you guys, getting to the the top 3, and look forward to now. You guys can relax, it's Canada next, so as long as you don't hit the wall of champions, you're all good. It's a bit more, we've got out of the tricky races now of Baku and Monaco, and we can look forward to some race tracks instead of street tracks. I know Canada technically is a street track, but we're coming up to some interesting tracks now. So congratulations once again.
Well, I just wanted to make a comment. I actually am expecting Lego to win in Canada.
Oh really?
It's actually weird. Yeah, he's really fast in Canada. Last year he just fucked us. Pole, and from there on he just won by miles.
Putting the pressure on him already, are we? Oh, I like it. So all right. So your Lego's favourite. Well, it's cost at the end of the day. It doesn't matter if you're fast. If you're the fastest guy, it definitely helps. But racing's racing. So we'll see. We will find out next week who is going to get top honours again. Many thanks to everyone listening, and having your patience at the end, getting the top 3 over. We'll be back next week, as I mentioned earlier, in Canada for the Monday tier 3 race. Should be interesting. As always, Canada's a very close, I think time-wise can be really close, so it should be very competitive, the races next week. But from all of us, thank you MP, Vish and Callie. Thanks Phil for commentating again, and and good luck obviously with your race next week. We will see you on Monday for tier 3 in Canada. From all of us here, have a great rest of your night, and we'll see you next week.